Hello friends, welcome to the part 2 of the C programming tutorial. For our introduction tutorial, please follow the link that is there in the description part. And for the part 1, again see the description part. Coming to the part 2 of the C programming tutorial, I promised in the part 1 that I will explain each and every element of my first C program that was dealt in the part 1 of the C program. According to my promise, I am explaining you all the elements of the C programs that we discussed in the part 1. Open the code blocks. Trust me, your version is 13.22. That's not going to have any difference between 12.11. It takes time because it is IDE. It has to load a very huge number of files. So okay, since we are not creating a new project, open an existing project. Where is my existing project? I have already forgotten where I have saved. That's completely okay. Here is my hello world. Go to this. Can you see this? This is a project. This is a project. Open this. Yes. Coming back to this program, did you see the color difference between the variables here? Yes. So these two are called header files. Why they are called header files? They are placed in the first two lines of the program. That's why they are called header files or something like that. Don't worry about why they are called header files. They are also called as pre-processing directives. Why they are called pre-processing directive? In order to execute our programs, there are some statements to be known by the compiler, right? Suppose if I say main, how the computer will know that main is the starting point of the execution? Or suppose if I say printf, this is the printf, right? How the computer will write into the standard console output? Who is the person doing this? Or what is the thing that is making us feel like this buffer handling is very easy? I mean the console. Who is telling the printf to print in the console hello world, right? So this is the header file, friends. So stdio.h means standard input output dot header files. So what this header files will do? Header files will tell our program execution that if you find any statement called printf, it has to print, it has to redirect to the console. So we will get our output in the command prompt like this. Did you get this? This is the command prompt. This is the text that we are seeing here in our program, and this is the output. Now you clear with your printf statement? Okay. So what is main after all? After all, main is one function. Function means it is just a set of statement and it will return something. Since we are not expecting anything from the main, we have written it as 0. You can write whatever you want, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, anything that you can write, you can write. And if you don't want to write, still okay, because by default int takes return 0. That is still valid for main statement. Okay. So stdio.h is included for what? It is included for our execution of standard input and output functions. That's it. So why this main is called int? Why it is not float? Why it is not void? Why it is not anything else other than int? Because we are using a compiler called GCC. Okay, GCC compiler will take main even though if you don't put it as int, it will take by default as int. Are you seeing any error there? You seeing any error? Instead of warning, you are seeing any error? No, right? These two warnings are saying that, hello boss, I am a GCC compiler. Even though if you are not specified main with the integer, I am taking main as integer, and since it is integer, I am taking default return statement as return 0. That's it. When you still execute the program, yes, you are getting the same output, right? So don't worry if this is not a strict standard to follow the things, but keep in mind that to avoid the warnings, we have to write int and we have to write return 0. That's it, friend. This is a very simple program to execute in our systems. So the elements of this program are like this. So these are header files. So this is the execution part. So this is where our statements will execute. Okay. So now let us see where is this stdio.h and where is this compiler is after all. Okay. Where our code blocks is installed? Here. So go to your installation directory, enter the code blocks, go to this mingv that I told you on that day. Please install mingw because it contains compiler, right? We are including the header files, so that's why it should be present in the include. So shall we find? Yes. So this is our stdio.h file, right? So the next file was stdlib.h. So these two are if you delete these two, trust me friends, your printf statement will not execute. Okay. So this is our first. So we will experiment each and everything. So if you want to go for any query related thing, then there is a header file called SQL, structured query language. If you are starting for a C programmer, then don't worry about SQL what it is. But if you are a refresher, obviously you will find SQL is your database concept. Okay. So include contains all the header files that is needed for you, right? I told, like we have a compiler called GCC. Every executions are binary. So this is our directory called bin, binary executable. So when you open this, there is a file called gcc.exe. So this is our compiler that will execute the program for us. So this GCC will compile our program and will give us one .exe file. Since it is a window, you will get a .exe file. If you use a Linux, then the file will be .out or an object file. If you use any other systems, so since C program is not platform dependent, it has to generate its own substituting files for Windows separately, for Linux separately, for other system separately. Okay, we will dig deeper into this concepts in our upcoming videos. Till that time, please do subscribe to our channel and please keep watching our channel. Thank you guys for watching. So we will meet up in the next video where we will find each and every other elements, aspects of this tool as well as our programs. Thank you.